Kevin's voice broke through her memories. What? Robin shook her head to clear it. You heard music behind the door. That noise is different for everyone. Oh. They rounded the corner to the dead city. Robin looked down at her hands, her fingernails scrubbed clean of the dirt that had once been as permanent as her nose ring, though that had been removed before she had been put into the ground. So, what was your noise? Robin asked. Kevin let go of her elbow. My little sister's laugh. That news hit Robin a lot harder than it should have. As an only child, she had no idea what it would be like to have something like that haunt you. That music I heard, she said. It was a tune that my dad would play to me before I went to sleep when I was a little girl. Kevin nodded, his eyes distant. They entered the dead city in silence. The fallen leaves crunched beneath the soles of Robin's shoes as they proceeded deeper into the cemetery, toward the roped-off Greek temples. The main temple, a shrine to Hades, Lord of the Dead, greeted them. A young girl, probably no older than 15, stood in front of the statue of the receiver of money. The temple to the right belonged to Thanatos, who was another god of death. The temple to the left was reserved for Hermes, who brought the dead to Hades' domain. Standing between them, the young girl, with her red hair, pale skin, and off-white dress, was radiant. She turned and smiled at Kevin as he and Robin approached. I was beginning to think that you weren't going to teach me anything, the girl laughed. Kevin shrugged. I had to find Robin. Where was she? In the planetarium. Oh! The girl turned to Robin, her eyes aglow. I used to love going there with my mom. Robin said nothing as she smiled and shook the girl's procured hand. This is Anna, Kevin introduced them. Anna will be your partner. Partner? Robin and Anna looked at Kevin as if he had just lost his last marble. Yes, Kevin said slowly. Every keeper has a partner. They keep each other grounded when they go down the chain. But you don't have a partner, Anna pointed out. Kevin's face darkened. I lost my partner. He overshot a body and couldn't make it back to the chain before... That's awful, Robin said. Now he tells me the bad part of this job. Anna shook her head, making her red curls sway in front of her face. Kevin shrugged. It's an occupational hazard. Come on, we need to get Anna trained, and then you two have a quota to meet. A quota? Robin followed Kevin back to her grave. The hole that she had made when she had risen was still there, the gaping blackness threatening to take her back. Yes, a quota. Kevin turned to face them again. You know, that thing that working people have to meet in order to stay employed? But we're dead, Anna said. Shouldn't we be employed for forever? You may be dead, but you can still suffer the consequences if you screw up. Like what? Robin hated the easiness with which he relayed this new scrap of information. The bosses could lock you in the temple. When this did not get the reaction from either of the girls, he elaborated. As a member of the dead community, you lack a proper soul. This means that the patron of whatever temple you're in can make you into a puppet. Believe me, you don't want that to happen to you. The gods can have a wicked sense of humor. Anna's eyes widened. Robin laughed, sobering quickly when Kevin raised an eyebrow. So, Anna, are you ready for your training? Kevin asked. Yes. Anna squared her shoulders. Good. Kevin held out his hand. Robin, your tablet, please. Robin handed over the slim silver object. Kevin pressed a button and handed it to Anna. Put your finger on the scanner. Anna did, and the tablet beeped. Both of you can now use this tablet, but don't leave it anywhere unattended. Like I said, the gods can have a wicked sense of humor. Robin imagined what the gods could do to a piece of technology. The possibilities dwarfed anything that man had done. The reality that she had seen was already too horrendous, raw, unbelievable, and savage, without the added carnage that would be done by an all-powerful deity. Robin, you'll train her. Kevin snapped Robin out of her musing. What? Okay. Robin sat down on her gravestone and took the tablet from the ginger-headed girl. Her eyes scanned the list. She pointed to the grave in front of hers, the one marked with the angel statue that Kevin had sat on earlier that night. Begin with this one. Robin walked Anna through the same steps that Kevin had taught her earlier. The young girl fumbled a few times before finally finding the body of a dog. Duncan, Anna identified him. Does a dog count? Robin raised an eyebrow at the screen. Of course it does, Kevin replied, stunned. He probably died defending his master's house from a robbery, poor fellow. Robin chuckled to herself. Looking down at her tablet, she knew that every blinking red dot equaled a life lost, and that every life had been important in some way. The grand design didn't pick and choose who died, and no one else would be held accountable to learn their names once they had been buried in the ground. Life had been a gift to experience, but it could not open to everything. There were some things that could only be learned through death, and that was the only assured thing in life. Now,